Ram Krishna Hari. Good morning to all of you. I am going to present my opinion in the Haripad third song. In the Haripad 1 and 2, Jnanadev has given an importance of Hari. He just wanted to create a curiosity about Hari. He mentioned that if you think with fullest love about Hari even a second, then all the goals has been achieved. So by just telling this, he has created a huge curiosity towards the Hari, to know Hari. And similarly in the next song, he is telling that the Vedas, Shastras and Puranas, they are all considered to be the most sacred, but all are talking only about Hari, which means again we have a much more curiosity to know about Hari. Having said this, in the Haripad 3, I feel it is most important song. The reason being that he is just disclosing the secrets of Hari. He is now explaining who is Hari. See, first he created a curiosity about Hari, and now he is just declaring that who is Hari. By just knowing this, we can create a bhava automatically. So in Haripad, in the intention of Jnanadeva, what I assume is he just wanted to create a Hari bhava. That is the main intention of Jnanadeva. So by just creating the curiosity, we can have a bhava. And here, by just knowing who is Hari, we definitely have a bhava. So therefore, he has particularly explained about the Hari in this particular song. Okay. In the first line, it goes like this: Triguna ashara nirguna he sara chara ashara vishara hari patha. So this is, I feel it's an extremely important line. Therefore, I am going to take a little more time. Please forgive me. You see, he is telling that Triguna is unreal. The basic Triguna means what? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, we all know very well. So, three basic characters, and those three characters are unreal. He is telling that. We can say Satvik as hero, heroic character, we can say, good character, no? And Rajasic character as something like a villain character, and Tamas character, we can say a comedian. Normally a comedian is almost like a fool. So therefore a Tamas is considered to be a foolish character, and villain is considered, Rajas is considered to be a villain character, and of course this Satvik is considered to be the heroic character. And now he is telling that all these three characters are nothing but unreal. He is declaring that all these gunas are unreal. And again he is telling that Triguna ashara nirguna he sara. That means the truth is beyond these gunas, beyond these characters. The characters cannot touch the truth. The truth is above all. So the nirguna is real. That is what has been mentioned here. And now finally he is telling that Shara Ashara Vishara Hari Patha. You see, unless and otherwise you don't have the Hari Bhava, it is extremely difficult for you to exactly understand what is real and what is unreal. And therefore, first have a much curiosity to understand who is Hari, and try to have a more intention, or we can say more likes towards the Hari. Because see, assume that a boy is loving a girl. Automatically, if someone is talking about a girl, he will have a more curiosity to listen what it is. He wanted to understand exactly what about that girl is. So that eagerness will naturally give us a knowledge to understand who he is. So similarly, in the first two songs, he created an eagerness towards Hari, and now he is declaring who Hari is. Okay. In this, what I understood, and just I am going to present it now. See, what is unreal? How I am understood this unreal? He is telling that in the next line, Saguna Nirguna Gunanche Aguna. So whatever the form you see, whether it is in the form or formless, but you must see me. That means Hari Vinamana Vyartha Jaya. So you must have the Hari in your mind. So he is declaring that everything is me, and at the same time he is declaring that something is real and something is unreal. So this is the thing we need to closely watch and understood very carefully. And many people are even getting confused. But I don't have any confusion. See, the God Hari declares that I am everything. At the same time, he is also telling that I am everything, and in that everything, the real and unreal are there. So I am in real form, I myself in the unreal form also. This is what that means. Okay, here the characters are unreal, he mentioned. How could we understand? I am understanding in the form of play. See, if you understand what is play, game, then automatically you can very easily able to understand the real and unreal. Because the real and unreal both goes hand in hand. We have to exactly understood that the real in the unreal, unreal in the real. We cannot separate these two different things altogether. Because Hari himself has declared that I am the real and I am the unreal. So you have to understand that what is that real form and what is that unreal form, even though both are one and the same. So for that purpose, I am just going as a game or a play. As an example, let us imagine me and my friend, or you, we can say, those who are listening here, you and me are thickest friends. And now we are also big wrestling champions too. When you came to meet me, I am telling you, I am challenging you. You are also a big champion, no? Come on, let us see who is going to win the game. So like that, we challenge each other. And now we are started the game of wrestling. Actually, we are fighting. But the question is, we are two or thickest friends means what? I am ready to live my life for you, and you are ready to live your life for me. And that means you and me are one and the same. And whatever the goodness for me, it is good for you. Whatever the bad for me is bad for you. So such an intimate relationship we have, still at the same time we for the sake of fun and game, for the sake of play, we are fighting between each other. Okay, so we understand like this, we can very easily able to understand that what is real and what is unreal. See, the fighting here is just for the sake of fun, is unreal. But who is doing this fighting? In fact, these real friends, they are real friends only, but these real friends actually for the sake of fun fighting between each other. So this fighting is unreal even though they are real. So realistically they are performing a game just to enjoy their own love between each other. But at the same time that fighting is not real. Similarly, what we have to understood here is the God himself, the Hari himself came into this whole existence. And in the previous audio, a girl has explained about a film director and the character, something like that. So here in the cinema, there is only one director. In fact, the imagination of that director is in the form of cinema. That means all the characters inside the cinema is nothing but the imagination of director only. So here what I am assuming, the Hari is the director, and Hari himself becomes the universe, and Hari himself becomes the actors also. So here the director and actor are one and the same. But when he came as an actor, he took the role of both hero, villain and comedian. That means Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. But all are just for the sake of fun and game. Therefore, all these characters are not true. But who is performing these characters? It is nothing but a Hari himself is performing the character. So Hari is inside all the character. That Hari is true, and the characters that Vesh in Marathi, I think, that makeup and all those things. That character is an imagination. Like in my example, I told you that the fighting is nothing but for the sake of fun. So that play is imagination, but the performer of that play is true.
the player of that play is true, and the director himself is in all the characters, and he is just playing with himself. So that is what I'm understanding. So in such way, there is no confusion in me. And here he is telling that Triguna Ashara Nirguna He Shara Chara Ashara Visara Haripatha. So if you have a fullest devotion towards the Hari, you can able to understand this secret. So our Mauli is declaring this secret. At the same time, he is telling that without the Haribhava, you cannot understand this secret. And that is why he is insisting that Chara, Achara, Vichara, Haripata. So here I am equally finding the intention of Mauli, that how much he is expecting the Bhava towards the Hari. Because unless and otherwise you don't have the Bhava, it is impossible to understand what exactly is what is real and what is unreal. Even if people who have somebody understood very well, but still they cannot apply it in the life because they don't have a Haribhava. So therefore, the Haribhava is extremely important. And only if you have that Haribhava, it is very easy to understand what is real and unreal in it. And if you don't have any interest on something, it is impossible for you to understand that also. So create a huge interest and huge curiosity over Hari and create a bhava towards Hari, then it is very easy for you to understand this particular real and unrealistic nature of the God. And I think this is what it has been explained in the first line. And in the next line, Saguna Nirguna Gunanche Aguna Harivina Mana Vyartha Jaya. See, those who are able to clearly understood about the first line, they feel more happy about it, the second line. He is telling that Saguna in the form, Nirguna without form, Gunanche Aguna. Here, Gunanche Aguna, here what I am understanding is the Gunas without Gunas. That means the Hari, he doesn't have any Gunas actually, but for the sake of play, he has Gunas. So can we say that the Hari has Gunas? No. He doesn't have any Gunas at all. At the same time, can we completely neglect that he don't have any Gunas? We cannot neglect it, no, because he himself is playing in the three Gunas. So, Gunanche Aguna. Even though Hari seems to be in Gunas, but he is ahead of all Gunas. He is just for the sake of play, he is in all the Gunas. So, the Gunas are himself only, but that is not actually a true. For the sake of play, he himself assumed in all the Gunas, but he is in reality, he is ahead of all Gunas. So, Gunanche Aguna. So, therefore, if you are able to understand that whole creatures in this world is nothing but Hari himself in the Gunas, like a Gunanche Aguna. When you are able to understand that everything in this world is nothing but the God himself, then it is very easy for us to love everyone in this world equally. Hari Veena Mana Vyartha Jaya, which means what? See everyone as Hari. You may say that, how could I possible for me to see a criminal as a Hari, a villain as a Hari? We may have a doubt that. See, he is declaring that wherever, whatever the form you have, whether it is Saguna, Nirguna, Gunanche, Aguna, Hari Meena Mana Vyartha Jaya, which means that you must feel Hari in every creature of this world. It has been declared in the second line. But the biggest problem in us is, how could I see the negative characters such as criminals and everyone in the as a Hari? That is why the first line is more important. The villain is not actually real. It is for the sake of play, he himself is coming in the form of villain role. So it is the game. So the two friends have been fighting between each other, but without missing a love, bit of love. Of course you can fight against someone, but doesn't matter. But you should not miss the love. You should not miss the Hari in it. You should not miss the friendship in it. So that is more important. So if we miss the love, if we miss the friendship, that is the problem. And no matter how you are playing the game, after all, it is a Maya. It is an unreal. So what you do it in the unreal is not a matter, but you should not forget the reality is the matter here. So that is what I am understanding. So here again, the second line, it has been very well mentioned that Saguna, Nirguna, Gunanche, Aguna, Hari, Veena, Mana, Vyartha Jaya. Never miss Hari in every part of your life. See everywhere the Hari himself only. So this is possible only if we are able to understand the first line. Because the real and unreal nature of the Hari, we must closely understand it. So here it is very easy now. If you understand the play nature of Hari, if someone is attacking me, if someone is taking a villain role and is coming me, please assume that it is Hari himself is coming to play with you. And now what he will do? Of course, you are allowed to play against him. it is not needless to surrender for the character. You need to surrender only to the director, which means they surrender only to the core, the Krishna. And the character is not, it is not required to surrender. That means you are allowed to play against him also. So nothing wrong in it. So here it is so easy. Here we are here to play with our own Hari. So we are having such a greatest bliss everywhere if you are able to see the Hari everywhere. So it is easy to follow, I think, the second line. And the final, the third line says that Avyaktha nirahara nahi jyakara jetuni charachari harisi bajhe. So this is what it said. See, here also he is explaining, you see, he is stressing again. He just wanted to see the Hari everywhere. He is stressing again, Avyaktha means what? Before the formation of this universe, before I started playing, there also I am only. And I myself is now in the form of all the characters. Here also myself only. Nirahara, nahi jya akara. Akara means in the full of forms. Jetuni charachara, from whom all this has been created. See, from whom there is no creation, from whom all the creation has been existed, from whom everything is in the form and formless. And that is nothing but Hari. Jetuni charachari Hari si bajar. So that is nothing but Hari. Hari himself is in the all forms. Hari himself is in existence and Hari himself is in non-existence too. So if we are able to understand like this, it is that easy to love everyone in this world, because it is very easy for us to love Hari. And if we are able to understand that everything is Hari, then it is quite easily for us to love all, and this Samabhavana, cultivation of Samabhavana, and all the natures of that, we can say Jnani, will be easily acquired, we can say, acquired. So this is what in the third line says, and finally he is telling that Jnanadeva Dhyani Ramakrishna Mani Ananta Janmoni Punya Hoya. So what he is particularly explaining here, see, he declared the truth who is Hari in this stanza, and he is now telling that, see, I took several janmas to understand Hari, but I straight away declaring it for you. So after several janmas I got Hari, I understood Hari, and I am enjoying Hari, Ramakrishna Mani. So all the time I am having Ramakrishna in my mind, but that has happened after several janmas. But those who are reading the Hari part is lucky enough to understand this in this particular janma itself. So understand this secret and have him in your mind like me and enjoy like me. This is what he is declaring. So I feel that it is such an important abhanga and song, that by which understanding the Hari, if you merely understand the Hari, you can able to understand the love of Hari. See, unless you don't understand a particular person, how could you understand the love of him? But the moment when you understand who is Hari, then you are able to understand what a love he has. Just the whole universe is created out of love only. Just to love between each other only, the whole universe has been created. Of course, we see a lot of negatives and all those things in it. And that too is purely to develop much more love only. The love can never be missed, and the very purpose of the universe itself is love only. When you are able to understand the Hari itself is nothing but the form of love, then we can able to understand the whole universe is Hari, and we can able to love the whole universe, and that is the essence of this particular Hari part, I feel. Thank you for all to listening to this speech.